Hey, how's it going, everybody? And a happy time on a 24-hour clock to you whenever it is that you see this. This is Scorpion Ronks coming back with the second video of my Final Fantasy IX playthrough. Last time we kind of just started a few of the basics, tried to explain a little bit of how I'm going to work these videos and all that. I failed miserably at a tutorial within the minigame of tarot cards within this game. But now we are going to carry things on a bit more within the story, get things moving, because as with most Final Fantasy games, it can get a little bit, I can't even think of the word for all of this. Fantastic time. Not commentary. Exposition heavy with the beginning of these games. It takes a while to get stuff started, to get yourself into the, into the actual missions, fun, adventures, and all that kind of stuff. So here we are following the quote-unquote rat kid, not into this house, because that is not where we are going. We are going to follow him into the steeple. This is the proper place to go as we continue along. Now we're going to climb up this tower. It's very dangerous. You go first. Okay. And we have a Moogle drop on our head. Ah, what the heck was that? Sorry about that, Kupo. That's Kupo. He's a Moogle. Are you sure he's not a Pokemon? And this is slave number 1. It's a terrible name. But yeah, I call him a Pokemon because he's apparently named after the word that all Moogles say, and I don't fully know, out of all the Final Fantasy games I've played, why they say that. Is it? I think it's like a greeting or something, but they say it after like almost every sentence. Try to get along, okay? Kupo, pleased to meet you. I enter you in Moogle Diary. If you want to save game onto save folder, just ask us Moogles, Kupo. I never noticed the broken English before. But again, as I say, it's been a while since I've actually read through these things, and you can regain health if you have a tent, Kupo. I understand. Glad I can help, Kupo. Alright, time for some upward mobility. Little case of warning here, I am a save whore, as I would call it. When it comes to games like this, especially Final Fantasy X, and almost any Final Fantasy game, whenever I have the opportunity to save, I will. Even if it's like 2 minutes since the last time. I hate repeating myself in games, so the less I need to repeat, the better. And this is Stiltskin. Kupo, you're here. Kupo, Stiltskin, why that getup? You leaving, Kupo? Yeah, and this time I might be away for a long time. I'll miss you, Kupo. Now don't you worry, I'll write. Okay, Kupo. Well, I'm off. Take care. Oh, and say hi to Mosh in the castle for me. So Stiltskin is a traveling Moogle. We'll run into him / her several times throughout the game. Usually they will be selling items that we can get. Sometimes ones that are not very easy to find, like elixirs, that kind of thing. Other times it's things like potions, phoenix downs, that kind of thing. But usually it's extremely helpful, and compared to buying it, they're usually at a fairly okay deal. I usually get it every time, unless there's something that they are selling that I cannot get, because I spam money into getting as many of every item as I can. Sometimes it fills up. Now I'm rambling, so I'm just going to continue. Yes, Kupo, a very special one, Kupo. Hey, slave, I thought I ordered you up here. I need to smack that kid. Time to make a recording already? Absolutely. And we're going to put this into slot 1, where you can see some of the other files that I've already played. Oh, I didn't realize that other one was barely all that much farther in. Oh well, we have to start from the start anyways, so. Here we are. Oh, we got no name yet. We are nameless. And Magnet, I don't think... Oh, okay, yeah, he just explains this to us. So it's literally just mail delivery throughout the different Moogles. You can help them out with this, and you can end up getting rewards and stuff. There's also a bit of a quest line that goes through with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it, because like all Final Fantasy games and most RPGs, There are like 10,000 side quests that you can do, and we're probably just not going to get around to all of them. I think that, yeah, more free stuff here. We have a tent, and there was somewhere along here. There it is. We get a potion. Super helpful. Now let's continue along with some story here as we climb up the tower to get to where we need to go. Alright, the play is going to start if we don't hurry. Well, then let's hurry. Come on, get over here. Let me guess, you're afraid of heights, aren't you? It's okay, just pretend you're on the ground. As someone who has tried that, it doesn't work at all whatsoever. Just carry ourselves along here, and he gets scared again. No, Vivi, no. Don't worry, because it won't fall. Immediately falls. Haha, I guess it fell. No point in worrying now, right? Such a dick way to look at things here. Get some more free money, because that is the best kind of money. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I don't even know your name. So unlike the main character, I plan on keeping all these other characters with their given default names. One, it saves me the time trying to come up with other names for them. Two, you know, it keeps it more aligned with the story. Before I follow him, going off to the side because there is more free stuff to be had. And I love free stuff. Recently, we just had the Fan Expo in Toronto. And yeah, I will admit, going around to different booths and things and getting the free memorabilia and stuff is really, really a fun thing to do. Sometimes it's something as simple as a poster. Could be a nice little collectible, but it's always, always, always nice to be able to get that nice little trinket and stuff that you can get. Preferably without having to gouge out your bank account and wallet. And so the play begins. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover Marcus. She attempts to flee the castle, only to be captured by her father, King Leo. When our story begins, Marcus, having heard of this, crosses swords with the king. I swear I can read, guys, I swear. And now, your Royal Majesty, Queen Brain. Brane? I'll go with Brain. Your Highness, Princess Garnet. Noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. A really weird title when I think of... I don't know, just the context of it, because all I think of as canary is... bird stuck in a cage. Fortune hath escaped thee. For what end shalt thou live? For the sake of our friend, let us bury our steel in the heart of the wretched King Leo. It's a bit quick. Unfortunately, that's a part where you don't control how quickly the messages go by. I'm trying, though. Hopefully I can get through most of them at a time. We shall back thee, Kingsman. Pray, sheath thy swords, is something or other. For I too have lost a brother to this fiend. What ho, out vermin! Thou darest bear thy swords before the king? All who stand in my way shall be crushed. Treacherous Leo, my kinsmen suffer. That is so quick. How am I supposed to be able to read that? Come on, guys. I'm trying to do a thing here. Didn't you think about me at all when you were making this game? Like, come on. But we begin what is our second fight of the game. Technically against the same character. Thing about this. Cinna. He is the worst when it comes to fighting anything. Just don't even give him a chance. It's useless, but just have him use the special effects for fun. Doesn't change anything, doesn't do damage, but somehow it is actually more worthwhile than him trying to fight anything. And usually just a few hits from the other guys will be more than enough to clear out the enemies and all that, so it doesn't even matter. And Cinna has gone down. Well, that sucks, but not really. It just means it's one less person that we need to give commands to. I'm not too sure if I changed the settings to where I want them for this. I'll have to double check. But I usually keep it to wait as opposed to active. Mostly just because later on in the game, especially when if you keep a character like Vivi in your party, which I do, having to scroll through his spells and all that, unless you have their order memorized to know exactly how many button pushes to get to something as quickly as possible, you are going to need to take your time to get to it. And if the enemy can just keep attacking while you're trying to find stuff, it is not a good time. Thou hast not seen the last of me, Marcus. Come back! Out of the way, Blank. Consider this, Scorpion Rocks. If Prince Schneider were to marry Princess Cornelia, priests would reign over both their kingdoms. 'Tis foolishness. If all was so easy, why, none would suffer in this world. And this will segue ourselves into another little mini-game type thing where we control the stage fight between our main character and Blank. This is terrible, and also the reason why I am using a controller for this, because if you do this on a keyboard, depending how you have it set up, the button prompts are reversed from what it would show on the screen. So you control your main character with the arrow keys or D-pad, Blank with A, B, X, and Y. So as I said, on a keyboard usually you would use the arrow keys for your D-pad and other things like A, Z, X, and S or whatever to control your A, B, X, and Y buttons. But as you can tell, for this, they would be reversed, and it gets really difficult trying to figure out which ones to push because you would mess up so much, which I probably still will. So I apologize if I concentrate too much on this. The better you do, the more money you get, and it's just that little bit better for your character in a way. And I like money in these games because I could buy all the things. Y, B, variety, B, Y, B, down, Y, up, left, Y, up, X, up, Y, A, down, right, down, left, up, down, Y, right, A, down, left, X, B, down, Y, X, B, X, right, A, left, down, X, B, A, right, down, X, A. I think I did alright there. I'm sure I got maybe at least 90%. Oh, wow, really? I have literally never done that before. Holy shit. Usually I think it's always because I have a delay after I go left or right, but oh wow, that is phenomenal. I have never done that. I am not going to do an encore because I am leaving this off on a high note because I have literally never... Oh my god! I wish I had done that sooner. Wow. Wow. 10,000. I will take that to the bank and buy all the nice stuff. Wow! I didn't know you would get that. I'm thinking I would get like $1,000. Holy shit! Holy shit almighty! And here we see as Blank and our main character have knocked out two of the lesser Knights of Pluto, which is not even like the main guard of the Queen, but just a small little grouping of them, all male compared to the other knights that are all female, but pretty much bumbling idiots, every last one of them. It kind of smells. What are you talking about? My helmet totally reeks. My armor's way too big. And my back's really itchy. The boots are wet. Just complain, complain, complain. Gloves are all slimy, okay, we get it. Cookie crumbs in the pockets. It's a snack for later. Enjoy. Okay, I get the picture. You still have the package, right? Don't worry, I won't screw up, as you let it loose for everybody to see. Alright, first I'll go pour some sleep potion into the Princess Garnet's teacup. And I've got a special something for the lovely Queen. He's so lying. They're sleeping so soundly. Alexandria Castle. Stage 2. Kind of. According to Recon, the royal seat should be right above these stairs. Got it! Uh-oh, the scene where Marcus sneaks into Cornelia's chamber is about to start. Let's get this over with before the finale. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Still not used to these controls, because, I don't know, I guess it's just been too long since I've had to use these things, and I'm going at an angle everywhere I go. Those are the female knights I was talking about. I guess they make up the bulk of the castle security is a good way to put it. But just coming up these stairs, we run into a white mage. Who could that possibly be? Could you please let me pass? This is one of those things of false decision making they have in games. No matter which one you take, it's going to be the same thing. So we'll just examine her face. Let's see. Is there something on my face? Oh no, you see, I just thought maybe you were the one I'd been waiting for all this time. Excuse me? You were waiting for me? Yeah, I've dreamt of meeting you here ever since I was born. Do you mock me? You mock me? No, of course not. Then I shall take my leave of you. Just a sec. Haven't we met before? For those of you wondering, that was a reference to Black Knight starring Martin Lawrence. Yes, I'm old. I have seen some of the not the best movies, but I still think that one was hilarious. No, I do not know you. Maybe you're right. I'd never let someone as pretty as you get away. Say, you wouldn't... Hey, what's going on, Scorpion Rocks? I must go. Who the heck was that? Get up, Blank. That was Princess Garnet. I understand that you probably know what she looks like, but that entire time, you didn't act like it was anything to do with her at all whatsoever. And then suddenly you're like, oh, that was the person we're looking for. Why didn't you just grab her? This is Zorn and Thorn. Court gestures by appearance, annoyances by lifestyle. I don't exactly understand why one speaks normally and one speaks like Yoda. They're little minions of the Queen. We kind of get more involved with them later on, but it does take a while for them to actually play any kind of real role. They are technically responsible for some of the first themed bosses that we end up fighting. Creations of theirs. I'm not going to get into too much detail for that just yet. Though I do wonder, like, I'm assuming they've lived in this castle for, like, what could probably have been almost all their lives. The fact that you have moments there where they're not knowing which direction to go to get to the Queen, I find a bit questionable of their sanity, if not just intelligence. Captain of the Knights of Pluto, Her Majesty is busy. Come back later. Is it an emergency? An emergency it is. A veritable emergency of terrible urgency. Very well, I shall see what I can do. Very grateful we'll be. We'll be very grateful. Grr, curse that Beatrix. Always trying to one-up me. Well, you are a bubbling buffoon, so it probably doesn't take much. So what exactly is the problem? Her Royal Highness, Princess Garnet, is in danger. I see. Wait right here. Or there. I can't read sometimes. No interruptions. Can't you see I'm watching the show? Your Majesty, I'm afraid Princess Garnet has... Ah, yes, she did leave her seat a while ago. Your Majesty, it seems that Princess Garnet has run off with the royal pendant. Well, of all the... What could she be thinking? General Beatrix, Your Majesty! And Captain... So this is the oldest character that we'll have in our party. You can tell he's going to be in our party because we'd get to pick a name for him. But this is Steiner, Captain of the Knights of Pluto. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Again, I'm going with some of my own pronunciations for a lot of these. If you pronounce it a different way, my apologies, but I'm going to try to keep to best as what I can for my own things at this time. Captain Steiner, yes, Your Majesty. Go find Garnet. Yes, my queen. At once, Your Majesty. Oh, there's a lot of reading going on with some of this stuff. We see here as he calls in for the Knights of Pluto, but this is going to be a point where I am going to have to say, once again, we've reached the end of a video. Thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe, leave comments. I know I'm new to this whole thing, but I'm going to do my best to try to be as involved with anyone who watches these videos as much as they can. And until that time, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.